Hi YouTube, today we're watching The Disturbing World of Child Influencers by Visual Venture.
Kidfluencing, an $8 billion industry.
Goddamn.
Is a 9-year-old model too young? Oh my gosh, there has been so much controversy surrounding this young 9-year-old model.
The child in this case is the product, right?
Yes,
so
that's right.
when does it end? It's a 24/7 job.
Jesus.
From the outside,
Kids should be able to just be kids. That's my take. We're 20 seconds into the video. Kids should be able to be kids. That's it.
child influencers sometimes look pretty happy and adorable, but in reality, some of them live under pressure, control, and even fear. And in today's world, it's obviously getting worse. These are the most disturbing cases of child influencers, ranked
I think I saw Lil Tay.
from bad to terrifying. Boram. Boram was just 6 years old, but she already had 30 million subscribers across 2 YouTube
Damn.
channels. And she wasn't just famous, she was rich. In 2019, Boram was allegedly making $3.1 million
Damn.
a month from her videos.
A month? Jesus Christ, chat, we're poor. This little lady making more than us, bro. God damn.
That same year, her parents bought a 5-story building in South Korea.
See, that's the part I kind of don't like about this, right? It doesn't matter if you're like giving your kid toys or whatever to play with on video and you think it's harmless or whatever. At the end of the day, the parents are going to profit from their kid doing all this work. You think they're going to save it for their schooling and all that? Let's be honest, bro. It's predatory. At the end of the day, they really don't care. They're capitalizing on their kid, which is disgusting in its own way.
The building cost around $8 million US, and it all came
Child
from
labor.
Boram's content. Although Boram was successful, her fans were worried about her. They felt they needed to save her from her parents. But why? Boram's early videos were simple. She did toy reviews and vlogged about her life. In one video, she cooked noodles on a mini stove and ate them on camera. But Boram's parents wanted more. More views meant more money, so Boram's content got edgier. In one video, Boram stole money from her dad's wallet. That made a lot of parents angry. They didn't want their kids picking up bad habits. In another video, Boram pretended to be pregnant by stuffing her shirt with pillows. Viewers were disturbed. They accused Boram's parents of creating content for shock value.
I mean, if their parent actually did that, that's disgusting. But also, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I definitely stuffed a pillow in my thing. I have a video, bro. When I'm a kid, I stuffed a pillow in my stomach and then a pillow in my ass. And I was just walking like this. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh, I feel like that's just kid stuff. But also, if the parent is telling the kid to do that for views, kind of weird.
And soon people were asking, was Boram just a kid having fun, or was she a cash cow? Those videos of Boram stealing and pretending to be pregnant upset a lot of people, and some of them decided to take action. In 2017, a group called Save the Children took Boram's parents to court. They argued that the videos could seriously harm Boram's mental health, and they showed Boram's controversial videos as evidence. The court took it seriously. In the end, Boram's parents were ordered to attend counseling to learn better parenting skills. They also deleted the disturbing videos and issued a public apology. Since then, Boram's content has been more family-friendly. And despite the backlash, she's still one of the richest YouTubers in South Korea.
It's so crazy. I feel like kids nowadays don't even want toys. They just want to watch other kids play with toys. Isn't that weird? I mean, I guess it's really not. When you think about it, older people watch other older people play video games. You know what I mean? It's weird when you think about it, but also it's kind of, I don't know, bro. It's the world right now.
This next kidfluencer was accused of manipulating his viewers. The case even went to court. Kajji. Kajji was everywhere in 2016.
If you watch YouTube, you've undoubtedly seen his face. And if you're a parent with a kid who watches YouTube, Ryan of Ryan's Toys Review is a face you know really well.
Ryan's videos were mostly toy reviews. He'd open a box, play with the toy, and share his thoughts. And it made him
Oh, look how happy he is, bro.
rich. Between 2016 and 2017, Ryan earned $11 million US. Then in 2018, 19, and 20, he became the highest paid YouTuber 3 years in a row. In just those 3 years, he allegedly made $77.5 million.
What happens when they get too old? Do they still like do toy reviews? Are they gonna be like that Blues Clues guy? You know what I mean? They're gonna be like 40 talking to their imaginary stuffed animals and
Ryan looked like a kid playing with toys on camera, but behind the scenes, Ryan was carrying a burden viewers couldn't see. Ryan started making YouTube videos in 2015 when he was just 3. His mom quit her job as a teacher to run the channel full-time. The channel was a hit, but as views increased, so did the pressure. By 2018, Ryan wasn't just a kid opening toys, he was the face of a global brand.
Whoa.
It's funny sometimes when I see
myself like at the store on the shelf. I see like Ryan here, Ryan here, Ryan here, Ryan here.
His parents signed deals to put his face all over a ton of merch. There were Ryan toys backpacks, cereal, and even toothpaste. Success meant Ryan was working all the time. This was real hard work. He had to film videos, memorize scripts, meet with sponsors, and more. He was doing the kind of work adult influencers do. But Ryan was still just a kid. Then after all that work, something happened that put Ryan's entire channel in danger. Since millions of kids were watching Ryan, big toy brands wanted in. They paid to have their toys featured in his unboxing videos. But nobody told the viewers watching. Ryan would unbox a toy and talk about how amazing it was. But in reality, he was being paid to do that. In 2019, a group called Truth in Advertising figured out what was going on. They realized that 90% of Ryan's videos had some kind of paid promotion. That meant 9 out of 10 videos were ads disguised as playtime.
So they're getting paid to open up the toy, and they're getting paid for the views, and they're probably getting paid from affiliate links. You know how much money that is? They're getting 58 million views on. God damn, bro. Holy
filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. Ryan's family was in big trouble now.
Ryan Toys Review is being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission, who's accused the channel, specifically Ryan's parents, of subjecting preschoolers to ads disguised as toy reviews.
But they weren't just going after Ryan. Since the channel was on YouTube, the Federal Trade Commission also sued YouTube and Google for $170 million.
Damn.
It was a giant mess. To make sure this never happened again, YouTube made some major changes.
And now YouTube is spinning out YouTube Kids, a separate app which will have much more strict policies around ads, what kind of ads can go in, how they're displayed, how that's all monitored.
YouTube moved all kids content to YouTube Kids, and they added stricter rules around advertising. Ryan's World is still one of the biggest channels on YouTube, but it cost Ryan his childhood, because while most kids were just playing with toys, Ryan spent his childhood selling them. This next child influencer was doing
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's gonna be a viewer that looks at it and be like, oh wow, that's so cool though. You know what I mean? Like, I would wanna be famous like little kid, but like what it comes with, bro, is probably so toxic, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, playing with toys isn't just playing with toys anymore. It's let's set up the camera, come on, we gotta play with toys now. And it's like, dude, I just wanna eat my spaghetti, mom, damn.
Something that's not normal for her age. She became a model. Christina Pimmanova. Christina Pimmanova started modeling when she was just 3. By 6, she was working with luxury brands like Armani. By 8, she was on magazine covers. By 9, she had over 2.5 million followers on Facebook. And then she was given a title that followed her for years. She was called the world's most beautiful girl. But the more attention Christina got, the more concerned her fans became. The problem started when Christina's mom made a disturbing comment.
Why are you even a fan of like a 3-year-old? Like, what the f is going on here, dude? That's number one. If you're a grown-ass man and you're a fan of this, what are you doing with your life?
She said Christina spends 4 to 5 hours a day training for gymnastics. That's more than most adults exercise. People started wondering if Christina was being pushed too hard. One mom posted a photo of her daughter dressed like Christina. At that point, it wasn't just about Christina. It was about the example she was setting. Then there was the title World's Most Beautiful Girl. To some people, that was just too much pressure for a 9-year-old.
Just the whole title is too much for me to wrap my head around, let alone a 9-year-old. That's way too much of a title for a 9-year-old. And the fact that she's already being hailed as a supermodel,
yeah, it's probably gonna f her up mentally. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem smart.
I think is pretty damaging.
Even CBS ran a story on Christina. It was titled, How Young is Too Young to Be a Supermodel? But as more people complained, Christina's mom pushed back. To Christina's mom, the problem wasn't her daughter's modeling. It was the people complaining. She responded by saying Christina is just a little girl who's attracting a lot of attention. You must think like a creep in order to see something inappropriate in these pictures. But even if she didn't admit it, she made...
It doesn't even matter if it's like creepy or not, right? Just putting your daughter through that much pressure, you know what I mean? Subjecting her to beauty standards, it can't be good for her mental, you know what I mean? Because when she gets older and older and older, she's gonna hold herself to a standard that's gonna constantly f with her. She's probably gonna seek perfection. It's just bad. It's just bad all around. I don't see it being good. And this is me all just speculating. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, bro. It just doesn't seem smart at all.
Changes. Christina's outfits became more age appropriate. That was a sign that the complaints were heard. And eventually, Christina grew up. Today, she's 19 and still modeling. Most child influencers are supposed to be adorable, but this next one got famous by getting on everyone's nerves. Lil
I hope
Tay.
she's good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because you know, like some Disney stars, they get like, there's so much pressure on them and it f with them and then they start crashing out. They got bald heads. They start doing drugs. You know what I mean? Like it could just go bad. So I hope these motherfuckers have level heads is what I'm saying.
Lil Tay.
I'm Lil
sure
Tay.
you guys
You're poor as shit.
have heard of this influencer. When
You broke. My mom will buy you.
Lil Tay showed up on the internet in 2018, a lot of people didn't like her.
Yo, what's up? I'm Lil Tay, the youngest flexer of the century.
Lil Tay was annoying for two big reasons. First, she made videos bragging about how rich she was. She flaunted cash, fancy cars, and mansions. Second, she mocked people who worked hard but weren't as rich as her.
I got a $350,000 chain. Y'all haven't seen this in your lives. I'm richer than all y'all broke haters.
Imagine getting off a shift at McDonald's. You open up TikTok and they're yelling at you. I'm Lil Tay. You're poor ass.
You're never gonna have this money. Like,
Yo, bro, I would be so tight.
y'all grown men hating on me because y'all broke and jealous.
And the crazy part was Lil Tay was only 9. Her annoying videos made her famous. In a few months, she got 1.2 million followers on Instagram. But behind all the flexing, Lil Tay was hiding an explosive secret, and it was about to come out. In May 2018, a video leaked online. It showed Lil Tay's older brother feeding her lines and telling her how to act.
I remember this, bro. This was this is probably what goes on behind all the childhood stars. You know what I mean?
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. You gotta be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here. But what did he say?
You still irrelevant, like I said last time.
That's when people realized the truth. Lil Tay wasn't a kid acting out. She was being coached. Lil Tay's mom was in on it too. The internet found out that Lil Tay's mom was a real estate agent. She used her boss's mansions and luxury cars in Lil Tay's videos. The wealth Lil Tay flaunted wasn't hers. It was borrowed. Once the truth got out, people were furious. Not just because Lil Tay tried to fool them, but because her mom and older brother were using her for clout. After the scandal, Lil Tay's Instagram was wiped clean.
We have a code red. Lil Tay has deleted everything. It's all gone.
I think when she came back, she kind of cleared everything up, right? She came back with a song and kind of like exposed her truth type shit.
Hey, Lil Tay's gone. I mean, she's there, but all the posts are deleted. All the videos are deleted.
At that point, Lil Tay's absentee dad came in to save her. In an interview, he said, "I do not think a 10-year-old girl should be put in those situations and made to drop out of school so that she can make money for other people."
Wow.
He fought for custody and won. Lil Tay went to live with her dad and vanished from the internet. Everyone thought her influencer days were over. But a few years later, they heard about Lil Tay again. But it was tragic news. In August 2023, this message appeared on Lil Tay's Instagram.
Oh, I forgot they faked her death. Holy shit.
Heavy hearts that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. Lil Tay's real name was Claire, and the news spread fast.
Lil Tay's loved ones are mourning the loss of an internet sensation. The teen rapper, whose real name is Claire Hope and who rose to fame online in 2018, has passed away.
She was only 14, but things didn't add up. The city authorities had no record of her passing, no death certificate, no police report, nothing. Also, the day after Lil Tay's passing, a Lil Tay crypto coin was launched.
Oh my God, dude.
Then out of nowhere, Lil Tay popped up on Instagram. She was alive, and she told the world what really happened.
My account was hacked and they had to help me get it back. And the man that did it was my own deadbeat absentee father.
Lil Tay claimed—
Wait, what? The dad that rescued her?
Claimed her dad hacked her Instagram and faked her death. Also, he could promote a Lil Tay crypto coin.
So this was his last resort. And the next day, he launched, alongside some other frauds, he launched a crypto coin attached to the Lil Tay name.
She said more disturbing things about her dad.
He started a court case to silence me so I could not speak on what was happening and so he could take control over my money.
The spotlight was on Lil Tay again, so she tried to make a comeback by dropping a music video, but it didn't stick. After 2 weeks—
Yeah, it was kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie to you. I listened to the song, Money, Money, Money. Like, it felt like 6 out of 10, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. She makes more money than me and
weeks, the buzz—
I'm poor, you don't gotta say it, I'm sorry—
died, and the internet moved on. Today, Lil Tay is almost 18. Hopefully, her days as a child influencer won't mess up the rest of her life. This next case wasn't just disturbing, it was criminal. Jalea. Jalea was just 7 when she and her siblings started appearing on the YouTube channel CJ So Cool. They made pranks, vlogs, and family content. The man behind the channel was CJ, Jalea's stepdad. CJ's brand was being the wild, unpredictable dad who pranked the kids. But some of CJ's pranks—
You know how annoying that is? Like, bro, grown-ass man. Like, get the on my face, bro.
Pranks didn't seem funny. They felt mean. In one 2016 video, CJ secretly mixed laxatives into his kids' ice cream. After eating it, they held their stomachs in discomfort. While they complained, CJ just laughed. He filmed the whole thing like it was a joke. The prank was so absurd that it made headlines. But the other videos got worse. In another video, CJ convinced his wife that their kids were kidnapped. Obviously, she freaked out. But while she screamed, CJ filmed it as content. In a different prank, he made her believe one of the kids passed away in a swimming pool. The pranks were extreme, but they got views.
What the why are you with these people, bro? What is going on? Why? Leave his ass? This is some weird Oh my god, your kid got kidnapped. I watched it. Oh, you're crying? Go ahead, cry into the camera right here. Yeah, go ahead, smile. Oh, big views, baby. That's the money shot right there. Like, what the grown-ass man, get out of my face.
However, not everything on the channel was this extreme. CJ also posted fun family vlogs, and Jalea appeared in these happy videos.
We got Jade up in the house looking fresh in the babe styles and the threes. What's up, man? How was school?
She looks so annoyed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did you get in a fight? What happened? Any more arguments?
Then in 2022,
imagine just being home trying to chill and you got a camera in your face, you can't even relax. Oh my god.
The family fell apart. CJ and his partner split, and it was a messy breakup. In the end, CJ's partner left with their kids, including Jalea.
Who would have
thought that was the end of the story? But 2 years later, Jalea came forward with serious allegations. Anyone who saw the channel saw Jalea and CJ together. Remember, CJ was her stepdad, but their bond seemed natural, like a father and daughter. That's why her accusations were so shocking. Jalea said CJ acted inappropriately toward her when she was younger. To back up her claims, Jalea shared disturbing entries from her personal diary.
When that day comes and I see him in the casket, I promise you I'll be crying. The tears of joy, all of my anger, sadness, and hate for that man will always stay with me though, till the day I die.
She read like me.
I'm just so mad at myself for letting him.
But CJ denied everything. Jalea didn't back down. On Instagram, she said she wasn't a little girl anymore and that she stood by what she said. Eventually, the case went to court, but it didn't go far. In March 2025, CJ revealed that the charges were dropped. No one knows what truly happened. It's disturbing to think that the girl smiling in those videos could have been suffering behind the scenes. On the other hand, it's
Scary,
just as terrible to think it could have all been made up. The internet has made it easier than ever to turn kids into content, but when views come before safety, it's no longer entertainment, it's exploitation. And there's no excuse for putting fame over their future. Visual Venture.
He said it.